Hello guys, this is Heavy Lead Enthusiast, and today I'm doing kind of a quote-unquote scientific experiment. What I'm going to be doing is testing powder-coated bullets versus smokeless powders, and more in particular, double base powders. So the theory is sometimes these cast bullets on the base, if the powder's touching, it can eat away at the bullet and cause it to get like soft and mushy is probably the best way to say it. And my concern, and the reason I'm even testing this in the first place, is because what I'm afraid of is it's going to eat away at this powder coat at the base of the bullet in the cartridge case. And then what's going to happen is that coating is going to fall into the powder, and I have no idea if that's gonna hurt the integrity of the smokeless powder in the case, if this powder coat paint basically gets melted off and falls into the powder. I'm sure reloaders that are familiar with cast bullets, powder coated bullets, are very familiar with tight group, and a lot of people claim that tight group has a high amount of nitroglycerin, and what happens is it basically eats away at that powder coat, and just the powder coat at the base of the bullet just falls off and into the powder. I really don't want that, and I'm sure none of you watching and reload and use powder coated bullets want that either. So I came up with a pretty good test. If you are a Alliant Powders fan, you're in luck, but I also have a Ram Shot Powder, Shooter's World Clean Shot, Accurate number 2. I have H110, then I have 800X, I got Green Dot, Bullseye, Unique, Alliant 2400, and then one on the table I just acquired is Herco. It's Alliant Herco. It's just a little more slow burning than Unique. Pretty close in relative burn rate. So how I'm going to do this test is I'm going to be testing, I'll give you guys the list of the powder coatings I'm using. So the first one, I'll zoom in here. So the first one, I'm using Harbor Freight White powder coat paint, and that is this one right here. That's what that looks like. So if you guys have any of these powder coats on your bullets and you use similar smokeless powders, this should be good data for you guys. The second one, Eastwood Bright Pink, and that is this one right here. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Okay. The third one is Eastwood Mirror Red, and that is this one right here. And the last one is this one, and that is the Eastwood Ford Light Blue. And I just listed all the powders. The only one not in this picture is the Alliant Herco. So what I'm going to do is basically, I had the bright idea to go to Walmart, and I got these little pill things old people use, I'm guessing. Yeah, because it has dates on each one, Monday, or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, etc. And I'm assuming people that take a lot of pills during the day, they just throw them in for each day. Pretty common sense, right? But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be throwing each of these bullets, so all the different powder coatings, so 4 of each into one powder. So for Unique, I'd put 4 of them, Bullseye 4, Green Dot 4. So basically 4 in each type of smokeless powder, to see if any of these powders eat away at that powder coat. The inspiration for this was I've seen Dummy Round do this, and I've seen a few other YouTubers do this experiment. I want to test it more in depth with all the double base pistol powders that I have. I do have a single-based Magnum powder, IMR 4227, but the way I understand it is single-based powders don't really do that because it's the nitroglycerin that eats away at that powder coating. So, yeah, that's pretty much all that I have. I just have them all labeled. I have the date in the middle. And my plan is, guys, I'm going to get this all loaded up with all the powders and one of each kind of bullet with the different powder coatings. And I might let these all sit in for half a year or a year, and I will document any changes. I'm really afraid of bullseye eating away, because the inspiration, getting back to my earlier point, was I really like bullseye for light loads, and in something like this with a 38 special, if it eats away at that powder coating, that means if I want to use this bullet, I gotta either just lube it the normal way, and I don't really want to do that. So, or find another powder coating the bullseye doesn't eat up, but I have no clue. So we're going to find this all out. And we got 4 different powder coatings we were testing out. So I think this is a pretty broad spectrum. I know a lot of people like Ford Light Blue as powder coating. So this is just another good data point. So I'm going to get these all loaded up, and I will get back to you once they're full. Okay, guys, I'm back. And I just got done putting each bullet with the various different kind of powder coat in each slot designated for a certain powder. So I pretty much just preloaded the bullets for every single slot, and then I just went one by one. And once I would dump a powder, I would take that pound of powder off the table. That way nothing crazy happens. But here's kind of a side view of what it looks like, and I will also open up one of these slots too. Okay, so I'll go ahead and open this green dot here. So green dot's kind of like a flake powder. Got these 4 different bullets, and they laid in these little pill holders perfectly too. So I just kind of sifted the powder around to where it's nearly completely covering it. And I just plan on checking it periodically, seeing if any of the bullets get really tacky and sticky or gummy, whatever, where you don't want to have it where it eats the powder coat to where you can hardly put any pressure and just peel it off like a, I don't know, like a thin paste or something. I've never had that issue. Well, I've never tested the issue, so I guess I wouldn't know. I'm just basing it off of Dummy Round's video of the, I believe it was the tight group that was eating that one powder coat. Oh, and another thing, I'm sure people watching this video are questioning, why are you wasting your time doing this? Just load the powder in the case, put the bullet on top, and shoot. Well, like I said earlier, I don't want the powder coat falling into the smokeless powder in the cartridge and possibly causing a, a powder failure, or even worse, maybe a squib. It doesn't burn completely. I don't know. I'd rather have it where I actually hope, I hope all these powders do absolutely nothing to the bullets, because then I know I can use these 9 different powders with cast bullets. I just took all the double base smokeless pistol powders I had. And in case I didn't mention this earlier, I just got these pill holders from Walmart. They're like $2 a piece. So I spent $4, and then you can factor in the powder cost to do this test. And yeah, you are losing some cast bullets. So you got 9 different powders I'm testing, I believe. Yes, I got 9 powders. I just looked at my sheet. So in total, you have 4 different bullets for each one. So 9 times 4. is 36, I believe. So I'm losing 36 bullets technically, but not really, because as long as they're not affected anyway, I can just load them back up. And I'm very excited about this test. This is going to really hit a broader spectrum. I really liked dummy rounds test, but I'm pretty sure he just had one bullet for each powder. Well, my thinking and my philosophy is, why not test all the powder coated, different kinds of powder coat on various bullets in each powder? So that way, you know, hey, every single powder coat I have is good. It'll save a lot of time, I think. And then you don't have to worry about, well, if I load these cartridges up, don't shoot them for a year, what's going to happen? Because that's the thing, guys. Like, you know, money can be tight for some people, and, you know, they're trying to cut pennies as much, or I don't know, pinch their pennies as much as they can for reloading. Even though they enjoy it, they just don't have the money. Could be a young family, something like that. So that's it, guys. That's all I really have for my video, but I will make another video if I find any new results. Worst case scenario, in a year you'll find out. So, oh, and one more thing before I go. I plan on getting those powders back out, and with the powders I've used, go through my favorite pistol powders. I plan on getting into rifle reloading in the future, so probably do a rifle powder video as well in the future. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a good day. Take care. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and this data. God bless. Have a good one.